Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to a Keelgottime video, and today, because Keel got some time, we're going to be reacting to Florida woman posed as homeschool teen to target boys. Damn, I don't know what this lady got going on. What type of foolishness.
The 22-year-old bakery worker posed as a teenage girl to have sex with teen boys. I look at everything we know about the case and why Zinger still hasn't gone to trial. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix.
She up here dancing on TikTok and shit.
Have you ever wondered how we are able to share so many clips from breaking news cases as they are unfolding? Well, here's a little secret. Opus Clip is an all-in-one AI editor that makes it a breeze to cut, create, its B-roll, and fix for TikToks, compose like a pro. Alyssa Zinger is now 24 years old and months away from a trial for sex crimes she faces in Florida. Her case is shocking.
Be honest though. Be honest. Y'all hitting.
Months away from a trial for sex crimes she faces in Florida. Her case is shocking and disturbing for many reasons.
Let's see what she done though.
Zinger was 22 and working in the bakery at Publix when she was accused of posing as a homeschooled 14-year-old girl so she could have sex with 5 boys who were either 13 or 14 years old. The investigation started more than 2 years ago. In October 2023, Tampa police got a tip that Zinger was having an inappropriate relationship.
Really? She saw 13, 14s. Said, yeah. But what be going through these people's heads? Like, I don't understand.
Relationship with a boy. The following month, Zinger was arrested and charged with 2 counts of felony lewd or lascivious battery and 5 counts of lascivious molestation. A judge allowed her to be out of jail on pretrial release, but then detectives said they discovered 4 additional.
Why? Why let her out of jail? Why? Sorry, I need to like turn this up a bit. Wow, it's to the max. Oh no, it's on this. I'll turn this down. My bad.
Victims, and things got much worse for Alyssa Zinger. Now she faces 11 felonies, and she's being held without bail at the Hillsborough County Jail.
Yeah.
Investigators even say they have videos to support the charges that Zinger faces, and her case has taken a while to move its way through the courts. She has 2 new private lawyers now after her court-appointed lawyer withdrew from the case around Halloween in 2025. Whether a new set of lawyers will help or hurt her case, we don't know. But right now, her case is set for trial in late May of 2026, and there's also a new judge on her case. The prior judge, Laura Ward, had reprimanded Zinger at a hearing once, telling Zinger each time that she shook her head in disagreement with the prosecutor, "You don't seem to understand that the problem is not who recorded the video. The problem is you are in multiple videos with young boys 13 and 14 years old. You are an adult. You are manipulating, taking advantage of these young boys." When prosecutors showed body-worn camera footage from the search warrant execution, Judge Ward called out Zinger's parents for enabling this type of behavior. Now let's take a look at what the judge could have been referring to. This is from November of 2023. Tampa police went to Zinger's home to take photographs of her bedroom. Alyssa Zinger was there with her parents, and her dad did most of the talking.
They have to do their job.
Are you rolling?
It's their job to do.
We'll explain everything that's going on in a minute, okay? You'll understand.
I know what they want. They want pictures of her room. They see the walls and see you say, "Oh, this is the room she did again," and that's it.
Do you have anything on you? Phones, tablets, anything?
I have my.
No weapons or anything like that?
Absolutely.
Okay. No.
We
Perfect.
don't-
I appreciate it.
We're not going to do something.
Once again, this is, something procedural. If there were, like any additional charges or anything like that, we would have communicated that with your attorney, and your attorney would get in contact with you guys, to make those kind of arrangements. We want everything to be as civil as possible whenever it comes to executing residential search warrants. That's something that they're not privy to with that information.
You doing too much explaining, ma'am. Go up in there, collect your evidence, and then take her at the station. What we doing all this standing, talking around? Yeah, basically, blah 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 blah. She's evil. She's a pred, bro. She's a pred, bro. If this was a man, you don't have to be on your sir, hands behind your back now. Bruh.
That's something that we have to execute in, a capacity of maintaining the integrity of the investigation. Okay. So we're not trying to scare you or anything like that. And this morning, like I said, we were talking a moment ago. That is all procedural. Trust me. It's a headache for us to put all that together too, whenever we know that it's nothing that's probably going to be needed. But because historically,
it's just a simple call when it's said, hey.
I know, but they won't let us do that.
You guys might do that. Other people,
Absolutely.
not so much.
We have those 0.01% times where we think everything is going to go swimmingly, and unfortunately somebody comes out with something violent. So that's why they have us do things a certain way.
Now, the police officer explained to Zinger and her parents what they were going to do.
Our crime detection, whenever she gets here, we're going to go through the house, and we'll take pictures and document and stuff like that. And she'll also get a copy of, or she'll get a copy of the search warrant to take pictures and document of too, which I'll go ahead and just kind of review this with you now, okay? And so, just so you know that it is something that is valid and signed by a judge, okay?
Well, you know that.
So it says, whereas complaint on oath and in writing, supported by affidavit, has been made before me, Judge Thomas Palermo, in Fort Hillsborough County, Florida, by Amanda Baranowski, be a client of the Tampa Police Department, who states, okay, it says that your client has reason to believe and does believe certain residents of Alyssa Ann Zinger, which would be you, located in Hillsborough County, Florida, described as follows to wit, the residents of Alyssa Ann Zinger at 1714 West 4 Drive, okay, which is, the color, I guess, could be debatable as far as what you exactly would want to describe it as, but olive green with brown trim, or brown with brown trim.
Oh yeah, that's the house. We know. Olive green. Yep.
Residence is located on the south side of West 4 Drive and is facing north. The defendant's parents identified in the address and the residence is the premise where the defendant occupies, lives, and has access to. And there is now being kept in on said residence certain evidence to wit, okay? And the scope of the search in this is for the device, okay?
The video inside the home is blurred. It's redacted. Zinger's father had a couple of questions for these officers.
Quick question. The last time you guys did this, we were able to at least have one person come with you. Is why...
The last time? What?
Is that just like...
It's
The last time?
technically, this house is ours now. We have a search warrant, it's ours.
But
So
we did do this, she signed...
if she wants to allow that, it's up to her. This is her case, she's the case
The
agent.
main thing is, like, as long as you're all together with the camera, on... That's...
I can tell you we're not gonna be carrying the house for her.
No, but what I'm saying is, I just want it on camera what you're doing.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just for our, like, not 3 in this room, 2 in that room, 5, doing this and that.
Just like how your daughter was on camera touching little boys. That's how you want it on camera. Sick.
That you go together, you do whatever you gotta do, and give you 100%, you're gonna do it anyway, but you have our...
Yeah, we're gonna do
I can't
it.
guarantee that that's the way it's
Yeah.
gonna be. Like, we don't normally record, every single motion. We have the body camera here, obviously, he's gonna record what he can, but we're also not gonna be here till 3 in the morning because we have to let one person record everything we're doing. You know what I mean? So there's gonna be a compromise there, but I mean, next time I ask that you guys maybe tidy up a little bit more and maybe get rid of some of the clutter. I'm joking, this house is the most uncluttered house I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, they won't. Wait till you see my closet.
There's nothing in this house. There's not a picture up on the wall, there's not...
Why are we being friendly? Why are we making jokes? Like, this is serious, sir, officer.
Like a set of keys on it, like, I mean, there's nothing.
Guys, am I tripping? Or like, they're being overly nice with these motherfuckers. Need to get them, get her, take her down. Like,
Now, at one point, Alyssa Zinger's father actually becomes emotional. He tells the officers that what's happened with his daughter's arrest has actually brought them closer together as a family.
And I can say one good thing that's come out of this.
Yeah, let me show up.
We got our family home, you know? We finally got our daughter back where she plays with us, watches TV. She hangs up with us now, but she won't have a phone ever again. When they came in to look for that phone, there was an iPad and a phone on the table. I looked at it and she goes, "Is that the phone?" I said, "I do believe so." I say, "This is her phone here." Ha ha ha. No. I handed her the phone and said, "I do believe it." And I even said, if you watch the body cam, I said, "What model is this? I'm not sure." I got like a freaking 8, you know? So she took the phone, and that's that. Now, I wasn't trying to be manipulative. And anyway, in fact, tell me this. If someone's trying to hide something, the phone was... I said, "You want to take your phone and leave?" Is what I could have said if I was not trying to work with the people. But what did I say? I bet you watched the cam. I said, "Ma'am, there's a charger right there. Go ahead and charge the phone."
Like I said,
I'm just telling you. I just want to let you know we're being transparent.
Police continue the search of the house, and Alyssa Zinger actually becomes concerned that photos might be posted online.
They're gonna like post these pictures soon.
They don't post your pictures. This is for their investigation.
Okay, well,
It's nothing to be anybody's
that's my
business.
stuff, yeah.
It's nobody's business. They just got to do their job. They got to take pictures of what they need to do. And I think you guys should leave.
I can't.
Well, I mean,
They've surrounded the whole car. Like I really can't.
I don't think they meant it like that.
Well, there's 5 cars, so how do I back out?
You're not going nowhere, the fella. Not going nowhere.
That's like a closed.
Did they hear a collapse? They all.
What, in her bedroom they do that? They
They're
do
all
that?
broken, and it's heavy.
I think their main focus is.
Did it collapse?
Yeah, they hear about my room, not that.
That's what they're worried about. Hey, they're doing their job.
Acting like I'm a murderer.
They got to protect. Hey, they don't know who is here. They got to protect themselves. This is a crazy world. People are mental. They got issues.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
there's men probably out there that would do something stupid. You know what I mean?
what? Bro, what is going on? What is going on?
They gotta protect themselves. You know what I mean? There's a lot of crazy people out there. So, and a lot of people don't like police.
Is she not a pedophile?
Like I said,
is she not
a 100%?
A prey?
For sure. We have friends. And
Yeah, your friends are going.
I'm not tripping.
I have a lot of friends that are police, and we are firefighters. And
About 10 minutes later, the Zingers discussed again how they wished they had had a heads up on the search warrant being executed. I'll just tell you right now, that never happens.
being respectful of our stuff. This isn't ripping your house apart, destroy your home, and smash all your windows and flash bangs and things. I just wish they would have called us and said, hey, or called our attorney and said, hey, we'd like to, okay, come on in.
So I'll let you decide whether Judge Ward had a point or not based on...
In what world ever? In what world ever? Like, what? What? No, guys, maybe we're the crazy ones, you know. Maybe we are. Maybe we are. Maybe we're the crazy ones. That it seems everyone's acting like, even the cops, everyone's acting like she is a victim, and that like she was being harassed or something. When no, she's touching little boys, bro. She pretended to be a little girl just so she could touch little boys. Like, why is everyone so like, oh, hee hee ha ha, oh, it's okay, you know, I just wish they would have called us, let us know ahead of time, you know, could have prepared, like.
What you're viewing in this body-worn camera footage. Prosecutors had suggested at one point that Zinger's parents could have helped her hide evidence. A police report said Zinger sent a video of two teens, a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old, having sex to other people on Snapchat. The 13-year-old boy told police he met Zinger on Snapchat. His name is redacted from the document. It says, he said he was on Snapchat when he was 13 years old. He stated the defendant engaged him in a conversation on the social media platform, which was how they primarily communicated through their relationship. He stated they met at the end of May 2023 and dated through the middle of September 2023. The boy stated he believed she was approximately 14 years old and homeschooled. However, he stated she physically seemed older than her age. The boy mentioned an incident back in July where he and the defendant were detained.
Bro, they exchanging pictures and shit. Like, she probably looked like a grown-ass woman. Like, don't get like, her face looks like young, but like, you know, the body don't lie, bro. You're not 14 years old. You're not a little girl.
In a store at International Plaza for theft. During that incident, they couldn't locate her information, but did for a 21-year-old female. He disclosed that he and the defendant had been physically intimate, alluding to a sexual relationship. Now, all of this came months after that incident that was referenced in the report, that July 2023 incident when Zinger and the teenage boy were at the mall and they were suspected of shoplifting. A police officer called the teenage boy's father to pick them up, and that interaction shows Alyssa Zinger on body-worn camera talking to police. Take a look.
So this girlfriend, not your daughter? Okay.
I'm sorry, look, I know you can't really see him, but like, look, she just physically look, and I know sometimes you get kids that are just bigger, but this ain't that, bro. You can tell like she just looks, her body looks like it's physically just older. Like it's done been through more than buddy over here. 13-year-old, 14-year-old kid, whatever.
Have you contacted your
shoplifting
parents?
And shit.
Okay. Well, I gotta try to contact them. Because how old are you? 14. Yeah, so unless they tell me that I can release them, which I'm sure they will, but I just...
You read my text.
For legality purposes, I mean, if you want to reach out to them just so I could speak with them, just obviously, you know, it's going to come with liability to me if anything was to happen. I understand that. But for my job and my purposes, I need to confirm that because you're a juvenile. So once your parents tell me that they're okay with you going with them, perfectly fine. Okay? Straight to voicemail?
Now, that officer took Alyssa Zinger's name, date of birth, address, and her parents' name, and interestingly enough, he can't reach her parents. But the officer asks Alyssa Zinger an interesting question about whether she has a sister or not.
You have a sister named Alyssa?
Yeah, a half-sister.
A half-sister?
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't have the same middle name, I'm assuming?
I don't have anyone else
She is the sister matter. Well, no, the officer kind of just gave her out. Bruh. Alright, look, you can see that she's just like... She just seems physically just older than Buddy.
I don't know. Going home with them. I tried to get in contact with your parents. You made efforts. So, like I said, it's just for liability reasons. So you're Alyssa. What's your middle name? Just Alyssa Singer. Okay. All right.
But, like, my mom was already gonna come pick me up at his house later anyway. My stuff's there,
So
my work is easy because I use Fixer. Here's how I clear my inbox in minutes.
a 21-year-old
So is she lying, or is mom actually just like co-signing this?
Alyssa Zinger came up in the system when the officer looked up the name, and Alyssa Zinger told the officer, "That's my half-sister, same name." And the officer believed her. Eventually, the officer allowed Zinger to go home with the 13-year-old boy and his father.
All right. So Alyssa, you're gonna go home with. Do you have any questions? No? We're not gonna do this again? Sure? Dad told me you make money. And you could have spent $100. Alright? Alright, man, this is one shot. You get one shot to do this program after this.
$100? What was they trying to rob?
There's no more, so let's just make smart choices, okay? Alright, sir. Take care.
The 13-year-old boy previously told police. Through their relationship, they engaged each other sexually approximately 30 times. Sexual activity was the most apparent thing for her. It was known by everyone that that was what she wanted. The first time they had sex, he wasn't expecting it to happen so quickly, but after it was a pretty normal occurrence. The boy also described.
Here's the thing. I imagine like the kid as well at the time before speaking to police, he was probably so like, it probably gassed him up so much, especially when he found out that she was like older. He was probably so gassed, bro. And all his friends, yeah, I'm so smashing, I'm hitting this whole like, bro, sick.
Described how Zinger behaved at times. She gets aggressive when she is upset and has tried to get physical with him in the past. She will throw things, try to fight him, etc. She doesn't really think before she does something. She also has a crazy ego when she is mad. She talks like she is invincible and no one can stop her. The defendant thinks she has all of the power in the world and threatened to have him jumped by high schoolers. When he threatened to break up with her, there will be instant texting, crying, screaming that she hates him, etc. After she will be apologizing to him, she is all over the place and never in control. The relationship was stressful. It was ruining his grades, making his life hard, etc. He couldn't escape it. She was always trying to talk to someone and has dated 4 kids at his school to try and make him mad. She always tried to be in everyone's business, especially his. Police say that this teenage boy also told them that Alyssa Zinger might have some mental health issues.
Might. Okay, yeah, nah, I can't listen to any more of this. I'm done with this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. She's absolutely disgusting, bro. I hope she got life without the possibility of parole, because that's what she deserves. But anyway, make sure you like and subscribe. Videos dropping every single day, past 5 UK time. Appreciate y'all for rocking out with me, man. Seriously. Peace, love, and prosperity. Catch you tomorrow.